And we're back here at Nerd Wars, and here we go with the Joker topic that I teased earlier today. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, you can go click the little eye thing. I'll put it up there. But I wanted to actually debate this idea of the Joker being in the Batman. Now, when I first heard this scoop, I thought, no, it's not, because I know the plot. I did a previous video. You can watch it at the end of this. I'll put it there. That breaks down sort of the plot of the Batman. And when I got the sources, there was no mention of the Joker. But I can confirm now, I've went back and talked, and I can confirm that, yes, there is truth to the rumors out there that Matt Reeves is planning to tease the involvement of the Joker in his upcoming Batman. Now, what that means is he's not in the movie. There's apparently they have a wardrobe and a potential like runaway moment or something where it's like very slightly teased, but he is also mentioned throughout the film. Commissioner Gordon mentions him. And the character is known in this universe. This is a world where Batman is working where the villains have already been out and working, and the Batman's in year 2 of trying to clear them all out. So while the Joker's not prominent in this film, it is true Matt Reeves' goal is to then have him be a prominent player in part 2 and part 3 if obviously things work well and that franchise goes forward. So it is an interesting idea of will they do this. Apparently he is looked up to amongst criminals, similarly to the end of Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. But I was also told that no, they're not going to have Joaquin Phoenix in this one. Look, this is all still early. They have stopped production. They're going to restart it. They could decide to shoot more later, depending on who they cast. This is clearly a moving rumor that can obviously change, but it is confirmed that they are planning to tease and have some involvement of the Joker in it in a very small way, similar to the end of Batman Begins, where they get the card, but slightly more, obvious. And there is talk of the Joker. He is mentioned as a character in the city throughout the first film to sort of let fans know that it's coming. So the question then comes about of, is this a good idea? Coming out of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker already, we have Jared Leto's now. They're rumoring, could he come back into the HBO Max Snyderverse? There's a lot of Jokers currently out there, and so the first question I want to ask my panel, we got a large one today, but I'm going to see who's most passionate about this topic. Should we do this? Is this a good idea? Do we like a Joker already coming back out into these movies? And then we're going to also try and guess who should play it if we did decide to go there. So I look at my panel. I'll go around quickly just to get yes or no's or just a quick statement. Darth Daddy Lungo, let's start with you. Do you feel like this is a good move to include the Joker in the Batman?
Yes, any Batman series should have the Joker at some point in it. So hinting him, I think it's fine, and I am perfectly on board for that.
Rob, where do you stand, Rob?
I definitely say yes for sure. It's I don't know, with the Joaquin, that felt like a one-off to me anyway at the time. I mean, you hold out hope, but yeah, I definitely say we need another one for sure.
Okay, Chris, where do you stand on this?
As much as I'm getting tired of the Joker, we need a Joker, at least a mention in any kind of Batman lore, so I'm okay with it.
Okay, Steph, where do you stand?
I echo everyone. I'm okay with it. If anything, it's perfect that they're just going to hint at him rather than full-on Joker in the first movie, building it up right.
Okay, and then Izzy, where do you stand on it?
As everybody else, man, I think it's important, and I think if we as Batman fans are used to there being several instances of the Joker at a time, or back to back, so you might as well.
Yeah, so, all right, so look, not much of a fight there. I'm a little bit more against it than you guys all are. I mean, the reality is I don't mind a mention, I guess, is what I hear some of you also saying. Like a mention of the Joker. Yes, the Joker needs to be in the Batman's universe. We got to eventually go there. But I do think it's a little soon. Let's see Batman grow. Let's see if this Batman's even worthy of putting another Joker into the canon, and see if we can earn that. So the idea of teasing or at least mentioning it, I guess I'm okay with that, but I don't want him in this movie. That's for damn sure. The question then goes, all right, so if that's not as much of a fight, which it doesn't seem like anyone's going to really fight on that, how do you do it? Should there be a new Joker then, or should they just say, you know what, F it, put Joaquin Phoenix in. We'll make him up, we'll age him a little bit, we'll just figure out how that plays. Or is there any other version of Joker that you want out there that could play? What are some of your takes out there? Does anybody have one they want to start with?
Yeah, I was thinking, what about like Stephen Ogg? You guys familiar with him?
No.
Yeah, he was in Walking Dead. He was in The Tick. He's also the one of the voice actors for GTA 5 as well.
Glenn?
No, Stephen Yeun.
Oh, that's Stephen. Who'd you say, Stephen who?
Yeah, Stephen Ogg, O-G-G.
Oh, him?
Who was he in The Walking Dead?
Yeah, I'm trying to look him up.
Yeah, I've seen him. He was
He was the henchman of
Simon in The Walking Dead. Simon.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the messed up face.
The guy with the mustache.
No,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. That's right. The guy with the mustache.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
Mhm.
it. Okay.
There he is.
Yeah, I remember
That's who. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah,
weird
Negan's
deep cut.
henchman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm staring at him with the mustache. Okay. Interesting cut.
His mustache makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the Joker should do that. Anybody else have a pitch?
Yeah, I got Lee Pace.
Who'd you say?
Mine
Willem
is
Dafoe.
one that was already used.
Or Darth
but
Vader,
I
go ahead.
think he'd be perfect for the big screen. Is Dominic Monaghan?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was thinking about that.
Where you're
But-
saying he already did it?
Yeah.
Where did he do it?
Gotham.
Gotham.
He was,
I thought he was Cameron Monaghan. I
He
have his
wasn't-
name wrong.
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah,
he's
Cameron Monaghan. Sorry,
Monaghan.
Cameron
It is Cameron.
Monaghan.
Oh,
He was
that's
one
why
of
I
my
was
ones.
confused. You're talking about the one from Gotham.
Gotham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dominic
Yeah,
Monaghan
the
is
one who
from
did,
is
Jedi
from Lord of the
Fallen
Rings.
Order.
It's Lord of the Rings, yeah. I was gonna say Lee Pace, Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy. He was also.
Hold on, sorry, I'm
Campfire.
still staring at Cameron Monaghan. So I haven't watched. I'm not sold on either of these. You guys so far have sucky picks. At least to me.
Have
I'll be
you
honest.
watched Gotham?
Doesn't matter. We got to do better
Yeah,
than
it
anything.
does.
No.
Damn, he's like,
You had
he's
it.
like, nah,
You
get that shit
had
out of
it.
here.
No. What? So are you implying then? It doesn't make sense. And then we're gonna have what's his name from the OC as Commissioner Gordon in this movie. It makes no sense. If you're gonna do Gotham, you got to do the Gotham movie. You
He
can't just pick and
played
choose.
the Joker in Gotham.
But yeah,
dude.
but who's the Batman in that world?
Not officially. They did not
And
call
also,
him
you had a
You
lot
know
of other
that's what it was
characters
supposed
that
to
then
be.
would have to
Yeah,
line
they-
up.
yeah,
So that
they
makes
do
no
that.
sense. That's too confusing.
Yeah.
Too confusing for
Willem
me to pick
Dafoe
and
is my
choose.
pick, by the way.
All right, well, so I heard Lee Pace from Guardians of the
Yes.
Galaxy. Okay, interesting choice. I remember him from what's it called, Pushing Daisies or whatever was the other show he did that I liked.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Dude,
Campfire
look,
was
I
the
don't,
show
I
that
don't, I hated him as Ronan the Accuser.
Ronan?
He's so
Yeah.
boring. So I'm sure he could do more. So I'd have to see more, but he doesn't get me excited by any stretch of the imagination. And then I heard you, Izzy, you said Willem Dafoe. That's who the thumbnail. I stole that from some other site who did that. Willem Dafoe. We all know what he looks like. That is an interesting take. I'll give it that one. He's older. He's crazy. So far, that's be who I would pick. Steph, did you have one by chance?
Yes, but I won't be able to argue it because my partner's asleep. It's like past midnight.
Oh,
here,
okay. You can
and
say
I
it
will
quietly. We won't
get
listen.
overexcited.
But what's the name? I'll look it up.
I've got a big gob. What can I say? Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh,
Ooh,
Harry
Sure,
Potter.
yes.
You know what? I like that.
I'm a fan of him. In
I say
everything.
too young.
Man.
That's why I went
I
with
love
Lee Pace, 'cause he's around the
Possible.
same
Wait,
age
wait.
as Robert Pattinson, isn't he?
Yes. yes.
Yeah, when they both
Yeah.
were in
He
Goblet
has
of Fire
range. Well,
together.
Radcliffe. Were they?
There was talk of him doing Moon Knight too.
The
He was.
Joker is usually older than Bruce Wayne. He's usually about a
Yes.
decade older than Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, it's
What about
interesting.
Tommy
You go
Lee?
two younger people coming up together in a new take. Look, I want to see Daniel. I love Daniel Radcliffe in Swiss Army Man. So good. He's got potential to do some serious stuff, and I'm looking forward to like that next big role he finds that lets him break out of his comfort zone. So that is like an exciting one. I'm like, all right, cool. He could mess it up. To be fair.
Guns Akimbo was good too.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I know there's a controversy, but it's out on video now. I'm gonna go watch it. And then so Paul Dano is playing the Riddler. Mark, I saw in the comments. He's not playing Joker. And Farrell is apparently he's not the Penguin actually, or it's confusing to me.
Cobblepot, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like a
What?
different character, and he's not the lead at all. He's like a part of it. And then Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman.
Weird.
Those are all confirmed. But the movie again, to watch my movie, it's really a detective story. And the
Riddler-driven
Riddler is the main villain. It's a Riddler movie and the Batman trying to figure out how to catch the Riddler from everything I've learned. There's a lot more to it still, obviously, but that's the main plot of the movie. It's going for the detective Batman. But look, I like that. I saw. I already said it, but I saw it in the comments. But there was something. I don't know, but I'm putting it out there because it's also fan service. Let me open up his picture. But why not give him a shot to do it again? Live action. Come on, guys. Mark Hamill.
I was
Oh my
thinking
God.
that, but like,
Right?
It seems
I
on the
mean, let
nose.
him do it.
Too-
Let him do it with
so
the
on the
makeup,
nose.
and let
Too
him
on the
really
nose.
go in there. And like, I think he'd have to get a little bit more in shape. But he
know what's
could do
weird?
it. But to give him the shot to do like an older Joker
older
in
Joker,
makeup,
yeah.
He is.
hear
he
him
is
do
old,
it.
so
I mean,
it
that'd be
would
pretty
fit.
cool, wouldn't it?
Seeing
I
the
was
Joker's
thinking
voice-
that one, but I'm thinking he's too old. That's why. I
Seeing
said
the
Why?
Joker's
Maybe
voice
it's maybe
from Mark
ageist.
Hamill's
40
face
years
weirds
old.
me out.
He tastes like 40. So like you say, that
Yeah.
the Joker's a decade older than Bruce Wayne. I mean, Robert Pattinson is in his late 20s, and Lee Pace is 40. Is 40. Gonna be
Yeah,
40
but age is just a number, my man. Who cares?
Age is just a number. Well, no, that was Slunga's thing. He said it has to be, or he's usually.
No,
a
I didn't
decade
say
older.
has to be. I
said
was
usually.
just.
I corrected. He said usually. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I was
see.
just making. I mean, I'm not saying I'm opposed to a Joker being around the same age. I mean, he in Gotham, he was.
I see a lot of there's a lot of comments
was.
in here. Let's just go through. I see
He was a
something
little
you
older,
were
though,
saying.
wasn't he?
We got
Little bit,
Joe
yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
Pesci. He's way too old.
Wait,
No, sorry.
Adam
No.
Driver.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, not Adam Driver.
Leonardo DiCaprio would never
Too
do it.
big.
Leonardo would never do
Shia
it.
LaBeouf.
I don't want to see. Hold on. Let me do it, Chris.
Joe.
Jesus, God.
Whoa.
I'm going to mute you. Let me read. I'll try to read this. Leonardo DiCaprio, too much for me. Going through. We had Nick Cage. Nick Cage's Joker could be fascinating.
Tony, Evan
That'd be fun.
Peters.
we
Evan
have-
Peters, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, now get mad at Lunga.
Lunga, shush. Let me read them in order. Like, you're jumping around. I'm trying to organize them all. Jim Carrey as the Joker. Look, I'm sure he could do it, but I've already seen him do the Riddler, and I'm sure it's going to be
Yeah.
too similar to the Riddler. Jake Gyllenhaal as Joker could be interesting, especially if he went the Nightcrawler approach and like he has the potential to act it. Johnny Depp, people have been saying. Look, I got Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I like Johnny Depp. I think he's been wronged right now, and I do support him and everything he's going through. But look, as a Johnny Depp, the actor, I haven't been as impressed lately. He needs something fun. If that could do it, great. But I don't know. I'm just like not as excited as I used to be. But at the same time, I wanted him to get a cool another role because I think he got screwed by Amber Heard. And then so we had someone else was saying Mark Hamill there. Sorry, now I'm Paul Giamatti's not with us anymore. Right? Yeah, that's why are you saying that, James?
Yeah,
Evan
he's
Peters.
a little,
Evan
you know.
Peters. Yes, there you go. Jump into what that would be an interesting role. Evan Peters could be good. He plays a lot of crazies in American Horror Story. Adam Driver also mentioned, which Chris said, could be crazy. I don't think he'd do it though. He sort of seemingly hates these. I think after playing Star Wars, he's sort of done doing any of these.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali. Yeah, I mean you could change the
Black Joker.
I was thinking about that.
I mean, look,
I was
he would
thinking about
probably
that
crush
too.
it, man. I would,
Yeah,
and that would be something
I have
different.
one issue with that, and it has nothing to do with anything else.
It's
that
his blade.
no, it's not that. It's not even
He's already
race.
been in
That's
a
the
lot
issue.
of comic roles.
It's what
Joker. When I say Joker is white, it's not race. His skin is bleached.
Oh,
true.
When you
It's
do
whiteface.
Yeah. Well,
You know
that would
what
be
I
really.
mean?
How do you bleach? Yeah, Mahershala Ali.
I mean, you can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think that might run into some kind of social problems.
Yeah.
It's not going to look good.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't
It's
know,
gonna be a
Gina
bad look.
Smooth says no black
or you
Yellow
really
says
use
Paul
that.
Giamatti is still with us.
Oh
Is
my
he?
God.
Oh, I'm thinking of Paul Giamatti is. I'm thinking
Seymour
of
Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Phil
I don't know why I
Seymour.
keep mixing them up. They're completely different actors.
They were
Paul
shot.
Giamatti would be interesting, but yeah, he's made more. Not to be mean, but he's the Penguin. He's not the Joker. But wait,
Yeah,
let's go
yeah,
back
he's
to
closer to the
Mahershala
Penguin.
Ali. Mahershala Ali, you're right, but there's something like uncomfortable that almost the Joker could embrace about it, right? In a way, could that not be sort of a way to play on race and make people uncomfortable about it because he puts it out there and he's like,
Oh, someone said
I'm
Rami Malek.
perfectly
you'll be on-
fine with it.
I
But
mean,
I
you'll be
think the
uncomfortable for a
arguments
whole
that would
different reason.
ensue would be like ridiculous.
I mean, it's up to
I
Mahershala
don't
to
know,
see is
man.
he comfortable with
I
it.
don't think black people are gonna be mad at this one.
You don't think they'll be mad? Meaning you're speaking. Of course, Izzy can
I don't
speak
know,
for all
bro.
black people, but Izzy, no.
Of
Speak for.
course. I'm just trying to do
Of
this.
course.
I'm just
So
trying to
Izzy,
do
on
this.
behalf of all black people,
I could see,
do
I
you
could
know?
see
But
Twitter
honestly,
right now.
Let
Oh,
me
it's
Izzy,
play
a
flag.
black man, but you make him white. That's. I could
Hold
see
on, I do
Twitter
wanna
right
hear-
now saying-
Jarth, hold on. I want to hear Izzy's
Guys.
perspective. Izzy, do you
Guys.
honestly do you think there's a problem with it?
No, I genuinely don't, man. You know, when this stuff comes up, one of the things I love to point out is oh my God, I'm having a brain freeze.
It's late here in
Plays
Florida.
Iron Man. It's the end of my
Robert,
night.
oh,
I've
you're
been
talking about
working-
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Yes, it's Tropic Thunder with Robert Downey Jr. You know, no one is mad at that because it was done.
There
effectively.
were
You
some
know, it was like,
arguments about
There
that.
were definitely some mad people.
Yeah, well, I mean,
There were.
there's always someone who's mad.
No, en masse. There's always going to be people that are mad.
Of course.
Right? But like the amount of backlash you would expect from something like that, and by and large, everyone was like, we see what you did here. It's fine. And it doesn't really come up unless it's a situation like this, or unless people specifically want to be mad. I feel like you get the same general response if you cast Mahershala Ali and he had to bleach his skin because of the Joker role or what have you. You know, people would be like, okay, it's part of the character. We see what you did here. It's just acting.
Well,
you know?
the
Like,
sa-
I mean,
the
there's
sad
a way.
part
Like,
would
if you think
be.
in Marvel.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
I was gonna say
in
I want to
DC or
get
Black Lightning.
Darth. Yeah, hold on. I want to get to Steph, but I just wanted to add my thought. The thing that would make it tougher is just clearly there would be a lot of people who would just make it racist and like say,
Yeah.
"Oh, the Joker can't be black," and that would be really annoying to have to tolerate with. Steph, what
Yeah.
were you gonna say?
Unless I haven't seen it, and forgive me, in the socials, but what about the Wayans film White Chicks? There hasn't been any uproar against that, so
Yeah, I mean, whiteface
People-
doesn't have a history to it that's like blackface, so it's like
What is
Yeah.
that?
it's
But also, people
there's
are a lot
a
more flexible about
context
this
to
sort
it
of stuff
that
these days.
anybody who's offended by
Yeah.
white chicks to me just doesn't get the argument.
no.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
So that's why I think Mahershala Ali could do it,
Yeah,
and there shouldn't be any issue.
well, it's like when I said this before, but was it Javier Bardem and was it Skyfall, where he sort of he tried to play like almost like gay for Bond in a weird way, and then did it, and it made it uncomfortable for certain viewers. He sort of leaned in there, and there's something about like walk that line, don't do it disrespectfully, like. Yeah, what if he's gay? But then Bond's like been this misogynist character forever that it's a great sort of way to get under Bond's skin and like the audience to be like, oh, whoa, what's going on? So if they could figure out a clever and smart way to cover it, I wouldn't be opposed to it at all. Mahershala Ali kicks ass. I would watch him do that in a heartbeat. Yash, thank you for the support, Yash. Lucky Logan proved Daniel Craig could do a crazy Joker. He's got the range and acting talent. He's an actor that wants to get loose. It's true. He's and he was great in what was the last one? The Gentleman. Or no,
Yes.
that's Knives Out. Knives Out. Sorry.
Knives Out, yeah.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Mistaking my British movies. He was great in Knives Out. I also like The Gentleman, but I was mistaking him for Hugh Grant.
I see him as
Hugh
better
Grant was great in that.
Two-Face.
Two-Face. Yeah, he would be a good Two-Face.
Yeah.
There's so many different actors and Batman characters we could rebring to do. Why are we rushing the Joker again?
Well, they're
you
not
know?
rushing to him though.
Not
We don't
rushing
know.
it though. It's not in the
Here's-
first episode, in the first movie yet.
I hope they wait till so here, but I do understand where Andy's coming from because if you mention him in the first movie, is it tie your hands to have to show him in the second? Or can you
Yeah.
still
Well,
say him
no.
in the third?
It sounds. It depends. Depends how they do it. But I suspect they're not going to announce who it is in the first movie. They're just going to show it in like an illustration in ways that
I mean,
they can
there's-
cast anybody.
There's
So
plenty
they
of ways. I
can
mean,
save him for
could
the
hint
third
it.
movie then?
Yeah, I mean,
They could
from
hint
what
it in
I
the
from what I
first
told, there's like a stunt. They have like a costume or something, so they can have it if they need it, but they don't have to see him. You know what I mean? So there's a way to
Yeah.
like have him be there in that world in pictures or whatever, so that way they know they're preparing for it, but they don't have to cast the person yet because. Look, the movie could bomb, and then they're like, you know what? Forget Matt Reeves. Sorry, we're moving on to we're bringing back Jared Leto. Anything
Yeah.
could change depending on the success of that movie. We'll see how it goes.
no.
If Justice League Snyder Cut proves to be, oh my god, and then Ayer comes out, and everyone's like, oh my god, those are actually way better. Dude, anything's possible, right? So don't say nothing's possible. Last thoughts from the gallery. Anybody have any thoughts on this topic? There were a couple other cool ones. I'll find them as I. There was one I wanted to say.
Tyler.
It was Ana Del Armos. I like her. Her playing Joker. Yeah, female Joker. Can we do that?
Yeah, that
Ryan
would be-
Gosling.
Actually,
Shia
wait, they actually
LaBeouf.
had that
Oh,
in
Shia
the-
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Batverse.
Shia
Yeah, Shia-
LaBeouf would be great. That's another good choice. There was one more I was looking for. Michael Keaton coming back as an old Joker. I would watch. I'd pay to see that.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
What about
Final. I
Tobey
can't find
Maguire?
it.
What about Toby Maguire?
Toby
I
Maguire.
just don't like him. I just don't like him anymore.
So it's that S-eating grin. You
He's
know,
too
I can
nice.
Picture it.
Yeah, you know, he plays like the two, but he's not. He's like he's not a nice guy.
No,
Sorry
not at all.
for
That's-
people. So
I
yeah,
know
maybe
everyone loved him
he
as
could
Thomas
finally.
May fit.
Wayne, but what about Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Huh? Negan,
Interesting.
maybe.
can't imagine
There
him
was
not being
Rami
together.
Malek could actually probably play a good Joker.
He could, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because he would, I mean, he's gonna be a good Bond villain.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Mr. Robot.
Oh, like
I'm
that's
pulling
hideous.
for it.
You don't think
thank
he's
you,
too
Keo Band.
soft-spoken,
Sold
though?
No. Have you watched all of Mr. Robot?
Yeah.
Guys, but come on.
Yeah.
Can't you
He's
see?
kinda
There it is.
Psycho.
We got it. It's Leonardo DiCaprio as the Joker. Oh my God.
I wouldn't know what to do if they casted Leo. I'd be like,
Oh, look at the
okay.
YouTube feed. You can't see the picture yet, but that is
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
looking at it.
horrifying.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, I don't like that.
30
How
seconds.
how about Jackie Earl Haley?
Oh, I like him.
Hmm.
Look,
All right.
I think Joaquin Phoenix did the impossible in sort of telling people, you know what? There can be other Jokers.
Oh,
you know,
whoa.
I think it took Jared Leto to be the palate cleanser to sort of remind us that okay, great, we can do better than that. Because I think people were just so afraid, given the legacy of Heath Ledger. It's like, well, how do you ever going to top this? But you can. It's an iconic character to Batman. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it going. That's not disrespecting Ledger, I don't think. So we're going to clearly see him at some point. I guess you guys are right. It's going to be several years before the Batman 2 would even be out. So maybe it will be, the timing will work. But that's what we got here for this tape clip. We're going to hang around here a little bit more live. So if you're watching this later, come join us Thursday nights live, 9 p.m. for Nerd Wars, where we hang out. You might get involved. You never know. So thanks so much for everybody for watching this clip. Stay with us if you're watching live. In the meanwhile, you can click the first part of our Nerd Wars if you missed it over here. And I'll be back with more content with you soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.